In the bottom left starting location, we have our player down 1 game. Any comeback? He is Slayer's Puzzle. In the opposite side of the map, in the upper right, we have our player. 5 people have been eliminated so far that are new to the GSL Code S. Will he be the one? He is.
Putty.
Will he be Faces' Precious?
Could be. Could be. But I love that statistic we had earlier, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool
6
stat.
new players in Code S, 5 gone. Is he the one?
He could be, man. I got to tell you, I'm startled that Puzzle showed such a low understanding of what to do with Phoenix's there. That was really weird from a Slayers player. Normally, Slayers as a team overall shows, in my opinion, the highest level of actual understanding of StarCraft. They normally make a lot of smart moves that take some other teams a little bit longer to catch up to. So that was a little bit shocking, but we'll have to see what he does here. This is another map that Blink Stalker Observer not really the best on. It's very hard to blink in and actually harass the main base. It's just the whole architecture of it does not suit that. So I don't expect to see that on this map once again. Of course, I have to point out Phoenix's a very good build. I would not be surprised at all if one of these players does that. We'll have to see.
All right, so we have the scouting probe here for Puzzle coming inside the main base of Party, just checking around. You oftentimes want to see if they're going to be chrono boosting anything specific. Protoss tends to pull up chrono boost early on and use that on very specific things as the game starts up. For instance, chrono boosting out a Stalker. Yeah, so you want to pay attention to everything.
Yeah. Well, you know, we have the parting with that second gate, and that second gate means that likely it's going to be a 3 Stalker rush. That's normally what you're going to do with the second gate timed at that time. And in fact, he's sitting at 19 probes. Oh, there we go. He starts his 20th. I was wondering about that, because that's weird. You wouldn't want to stop at 19. Stopping at 20, that's what you do with a 3 Stalker rush. You pause at 20 for a bit, but certainly not at 19. Now, parting, he has seen the other gas of Puzzle. Puzzle's only shown 1 gas so far. This leads me to believe we may see a blink rush from him. Oh, and he throws down that Twilight. Let's see. Of course, it could be DTs as well, but DTs not quite as common. It's a little bit risky, but you know, he might have that mixed in because he did a safe Phoenix build last game. Pretty safe, at least. So to mix in
it's funny,
something else that could be
StarCraft 1, there were people that went DTs and people that went Dragoon Reaver, and I tended to open up with a lot of DT builds. At StarCraft 2, I don't like to open up with the DT builds. PvP. I don't like it as much.
No, I don't either. But, you know, at different points in the metagame, it can be quite nice. For instance, are you going to rush to an Observer on this map?
Yeah.
And, you know, it looks to me like it is going to be a DT build. No, he starts Blink. Saved a lot of gas before that, but that's fine. You know, the Blink build, it's a good choice. This is a good map for just a straight-up Blink build, not Blink Observer again, because the way the main is positioned, it's very hard to actually blink in their main base, so there's really no reason to get that quick Observer out. You can't really harass and punish someone who takes an expansion. Now, on the other hand, Puzzle, or rather Parting, is going for a 2 Warp Gate Robo. So he's just going to have to be careful with that. He does have a lot of Stalkers already. This is a really nifty follow-up to the... Ooh, it's got to be... Ooh, wow. Wow. Just gets out of there. If he had lost a Stalker there, that would have been bad. But I like how he's gone... And oh my god, he's actually gone Hallucination, too. Wow.
Oh, that's weird.
That is weird. You know, there are places where you can blink up. Oh, I see what it's going on. Okay, yeah. That makes perfect sense, because a lot of times what will happen is if you come over with quick blink, they'll just force field the ramp and buy time to get enough units to be okay. And so this will allow him to fly a Phoenix up there, see what's going, see the high ground, and then just blink up. But Parting is making a Nexus, and there's no possibility of him holding that against this Blink Stalker Rush. Just none. He's going to have to cancel it. If he tries to fight right there, he will die. And when he pulls back to the high ground and starts utilizing his double sentry to buy time for more units, to buy time for more Immortals, then that hallucination is going to come into play. And then he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Whoop. Nice blink back there.
He's shown that blink. Now, will Parting try to keep... Looks like he is. He's going to try to keep that Nexus. It looks like he's going to let it finish and try to hold the high ground here. I mean, again, that's not going to happen. Puzzle is really focusing all of his money right into Stalkers right now. He's got to keep alive, though, that one sentry. That's very important. Parting lets the Nexus finish.
All right, here we go.
His second Immortal is on the way. He should not be able to hold this.
Well, second Immortal is out.
Yeah. And nice micro so far from Puzzle. Good force field there. He realizes he doesn't need the hallucination. I am liking this build from Puzzle, and great job, and almost takes down that one Immortal. Took quite a while to kill, but he does get it. The second one gonna get as well.
That's gonna be GG there. Yeah. This game is over.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go on to game number 3 here. That was whenever Party decides to leave.
That is right. He's completely dead. Puzzle trying to be genius there for a moment.
Yeah, I saw him doing the genius wiggle. GG.
All right, so that right there was what we call a build order win. And it didn't have to be a 100% build order win, but just based upon the fact that Puzzle got hallucination meant he was going to win anyways, but Parting made a terrible choice anyways when he saw Blink Stalkers coming at him, and he decided that somehow magically he may, with Fairy Dust, hold that Nexus. That was, I mean, I don't know what's going through his mind there. That's never, ever, ever going to happen. So he should have pulled back and then died to the blink up with hallucination. That's what should have happened.
I do agree with you, Artosis. I think, honestly...
It's because I'm right, Tastes.
He should have just let the Nexus go. I mean, he could have gotten his own blink. He would have had Immortals out. With those Immortals, which are great against Stalkers.
Yeah.
He would have been okay. Well, the game would have gone on.
Absolutely. He should have pulled back. He should have tried to hold out on the high ground. The thing is, I love that hallucination twist that he threw in there. That's
really smart.
You know, that's going to cost him just like a Stalker or two. But against a lot of builds are going to sit there behind 2 to 3 force fields to get enough to be like, okay, now I can take on this army.
Interesting about that too, because when you get hallucination,
now this is on high ground.
Fake Phoenix, you can blink up onto the high ground just for clarification. But you know what's also funny about it is that they won't even know that you have blink until you show them blink, because Phoenixes are used in PvP anyways. You know?
Yeah. Well, it is now 1-1. Both players making foolish mistakes. We will see who will make the foolish mistake in game number 3, Belshire Beach.
You will find out soon. The countdown is starting. Tasteless.
I mean, he showed
his Artosis.
It hurts me, Tasteless. He showed the blink to him, man. He showed it. At that first force field, he showed a blink, and Parton's like, nah, brah, I got this Nexus. No, you don't. No, you don't.
We're going to see if they're going to have a cleaner game here in game number 3. Here in Seoul, Korea, where the best StarCraft 2 players reside. This is the GSL Code S, the best StarCraft 2 tournament in the world.